need you guys to make it louder, even louder. Make some noise for Hannah! Henrie! Just wants to move. Ooh-wee. I don't think I've been ready to disappoint a room of this many people since my baptism. So that's great. And you know, I do believe baptisms were created by God, because it had to have been a man that thought, wash it once and we're good. Same philosophy they apply to their sheets. Put that shit on their New Year's resolution, December comes and they're like, who completes these anyways? You know what I'm saying? So a little about me, I was raised Mormon. But I got out before soaking, you know? For those of you who don't know what that is, it's essentially, you know, putting a penis in a vagina and then some guy off Craigslist you hired is there to like shake a bed. You're all caught up now. But I was raised like anyone else. When my mom found porn on my browser history, I had to see a child porn addiction specialist, which depending on how you Google that, either puts you in jail or Mesa, which is just the same thing. And it really just sounds like something someone said on To Catch a Predator so they wouldn't have to go to jail. You know, that's why at my young age I was like, hi, my name's Hannah and I'm a porn addict. And they were like, what are you, 12 years old? We don't want a child porn addict in the support group. So me and some 40-year-old dude got up and left. It was my therapist. So it was good seeing him. But you know, it didn't help because I'm still watching porn, you know? And have you noticed with porn that you can type something into the search bar and it'll say 0 results and they've notified the FBI, and then you put step into it and there's like 1 million results? Yeah, my favorite is Step Horse. It's super great, it really is. Yeah. Also, the age verification on there now, you know how they scan your face? I started to get worried that I'm going live for them, you know? And it's super unnecessary. I did one where they predicted my age. Like, it came back like 5 years older. It was like, you know, it was like 32 years old. And I was like, shit. So I went and got Botox and I went back on and it said 40. So that was cool. The beauty industry's been treating me great, though. I actually got my very first plus-size modeling gig. Thank you. Off Craigslist. It was for a GLP medication. Yeah, for like some Ozempic. And I was paid handsomely, and I also got like a free supply of it so they could follow me and like all that shit. And it's weird. I felt like the pardon Thanksgiving turkey, you know? Like, out of all you fat fucks, we'll save this one. But it's been good. The weight's been shedding off. At the beginning, I thought I would somehow have the type of weight that would combat the Ozempic, you know? But it turns out I had normal run-of-the-mill fatness, where the only thing I was combating was a double quarter pounder with cheese meal and large fry. So it's cool. Before that, I just tried anorexia. But then I got hungry. Yeah, it's not for me. And then I tried bulimia, but what they don't tell you about bulimia is you get hungry immediately after you throw up. So it's like I was eating double the calories. It was not good. But, you know, even before that, it's good Ozempic happened because I had to use the old Hollywood weight loss drug, cocaine. Yeah. I used to be like in the corner at parties, like hurtled over a plate, and people would be like, who invited Cocaine Bear? You know, they round the corner with some drinks and be like, oh shit, if it's black, fight back, if it's brown, good night. Which is how they train our police officers now, I'm pretty sure. You know, if it's black, fight back, if it's brown, lie down, and if it's white, good night, sorry for bothering you, kind folk. I can make the cop jokes. I was raised by cops. But I'm adopted, it's not my blood, so like don't hold it against me. You don't know what it's like to be read your Miranda rights as a child when you forget to do your chores. Or my mom liked to call them Hannah wrongs. The taser might have been a bit too much. But it did prepare me for the modern vibrator. Yeah. I'm actually in an abusive relationship with my vibrator right now. We both beat the shit out of each other. When she's low, I charge her. When I'm low, she charges me. If you're wondering why I refer to it as a girl, it's because it can actually make me come. Yeah. Only the girls know that. But speaking of girl on girl action, we have Pride Month coming up soon. So that's cool, yeah. I heard all you gays out there, all three of you. But there's always something different in the air, and it's not just like all the STDs. I actually went to a gay bar recently. I found out that they're open past Pride Month. I always thought they were like spirit Halloweens, you know? Like they pop up randomly and be like, come inside and something might terrify or excite you. You know, both have your bears, your fairies, and someone working the register with like way too much makeup on. If you like those little things, like displays where you can step up and see something wiggle, just try the urinals at Charlie's or any gay bar near you. Both, you do not want to shine a black light on or a lot of things are going to light up. So, and most of the time you hope it's urine, right? Yeah, I am actually gay. I'm part of the LGBTQ+. Yeah. I like that they added the plus because it made me start to feel like some elite streaming service. You know, like Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, LGBTQ+. And just like a Netflix login, feel free to share me amongst your friends. Just no more than 2 logins at once. This is not Tubi, you know, where you might catch commercials. Yeah. I'm bisexual, which means I like men and I like women. Not at the same time most of the times. You know, those are never fun. There's always a twosome and onesome. Somehow you're always the movie extra in the corner. But, yeah, that's why I could never be polyamorous. And have you ever noticed in polyamorous relationships, there's always one white person? Because if it's one thing Polly wants, it's a cracker. Dating, even though I have a choice, I always seem to make the wrong one. Yeah. Most recently, I was dating a man, and at the beginning, he asked if he could use my phone number and register it at coffee shops and take my free drinks. Which most of the time, a man will ask to buy you free drinks, not steal the ones you could possibly acquire. So I'd go to these coffee shops, and they'd be like, ooh, listen, some guy already came through here, use that phone number, he took your free drink. So I ended it with him. He was a narcissist. I let him, you know, when I broke it off, I tried to be nice and easy. I was like, it's not you, it's me. And he was like, no, babe, it's me. Always me. But I let him use my gym membership when we were dating because, you know, no one uses those things. You just pay them in good faith and never, you know, reap the benefits like taxes. So I let him use it, and he had charged my account $200 when I ended things with him. Yeah, so I had to call them and let them know that that was not me. And they said they were going to check their tapes, and I said, listen, you can check the tapes at any of your 22 Mountainside Fitness locations. You will not find a minute of me inside of your gym. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah, but I did want to show myself who I was, you know, gain my power back. So I got dolled up and I put on my best dress and heels and, you know, went to a bar and, you know, did my thing. But I had someone approach me and they like asked if they could buy me a drink and I was like, sure. And he's like, first I'd like to take you on a date, you know, let's go on a date. And I said, sure. So I gave him my number and he was like, ooh, some guy just came through here. He used that phone number. He took your free drink, it's gone. Thank you guys, that's been my time.